Should my mom take $100,000 out of our house to lend to a private lender? My mom was recently approached by her friend whose husband is a private loan lender about an opportunity to make 25 returns on $100,000. Her friend's husband said he would be able to take my mom's $100,000 and lend it to private investors, in which she would receive interest every month from the loan. How bad is this idea? Some additional information: the house is paid off and was recently transferred under my name a few years ago. Google Ponzi scheme. Terrible idea. If it was so great, why would they be offering it to everyone? I'd run, not walk, far away from this deal. Sounds like her friend's husband is in hot water and needs a $100,000 bailout if you ask me. Sounds too good to be true. Anyone taking those type of loans is risky or desperate, which means a high rate of default. Hell no. Huge red flag. Won't make sense at all to take on a loan just to lend it out and the borrower lend it out in return. Sounds like a Ponzi scheme to me. Short answer no. Long answer no. The only way I can see 25 returns is with something extremely risky, like title loans. And that would be with 0 defaults. You need to explain to her that the higher the return, the higher the risk. Don't risk any money you're not willing to lose. Absolutely not. Private and hard money lenders get nowhere near 25 interest rates. They get maybe 20 lending on second MTGS and gap loans, which have huge risks of losing it all. This guy is an absolute scammer. These returns do not exist. Like everyone said, one of the worst things that someone can do. Also, if the house is in your name, you'd be on the hook for the $100,000. The private lender thing sounds sketchy AF. She'll lose all of her money. Terrible idea. Been there, done that. Took me 3 years to get my money back in court. It's a Ponzi scheme that preys on people with equity. It was a good friend that did it to me too. Luckily I made a contract with him personally and won in court. I absolutely 1000% guarantee this is a scam. Nobody is making 25 returns. Also, WTF is a private lender. Absolutely unquestionably scam. Don't give them a cent. Better yet, report to the police as a potential scammer. It sounds too good to be true. Also sounds like a scam. Looks like a scam and smells like a scam. But presuming that it's not a scam, for discussion's sake, no one pays 25 unless it is super high risk. If the lender is paying you 25 to get the money to loan, then what are they charging the debtor? Must be 30 or more. What kind of person who feel they have to pay 30 or more to get a loan? This whole thing stinks, and I'd stay as far from it as you can. Unless you can easily afford a $100,000 loss and are curious how the scam against you works. No, no, no. No, 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 she will lose it all. Scam. 25 is probably second mortgage. I am a lender and don't do second. Short answer no. Long answer fuck no. No. If it's too good to be true, then run. Anyone that tells you can guarantee you a 25 return is either full of shit, a criminal, or probably both. No, no, no. No. Is this a Ponzi scheme? I would no longer consider this person a friend. Don't do it. It's a scam. Advise your mom not to do this. Never fuck yourself out of a house is the advice coming to mind. 100. This is a Ponzi scheme. Like, no doubt in my mind. Ask them for their PL history, current investments and SEC filings, and watch them bullshit you. Not a friend. Bet it is an acquaintance from church or something. Or it is a dumb friend that fell for a scam and is now pulling down others with them. A friend would not suggest taking money out of your house to give to her husband to make a ridiculous 25 return. I mean, this has red flags all over it. It's very bad. You don't need an intermediary coin clipper to risk your money in sketchy lending transactions. Scam. No. This idea is so terrible. Any loan at that rate has a high risk of default. No, 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 no. Unless you truly hate your mom, want to make her suffer and then become homeless living under the nearest bridge. Absolutely not. I use a private lender, and his rate is 11.25. Ain't nobody borrowing money for real estate with a 25 interest rate right now. So if the borrower is paying the loan officer 10-12, how does the loan officer repay you your mom 25? They are just gonna pony up the 13-15 out of pocket? They would make no money. This is a scam. I remember reading about it somewhere in the last 4 or 5. Not let here do what I remember reading about it. They get the money from you, then make excuses as to why you are not getting any payments and eventually just disappear. Too good to be true, i.e. it's a scam. God no. Bernie Madoff's case was super public. Why do people still think this won't happen to them? The market is high-key trash, but somehow you are getting 25% returns. Makes zero sense. Please? No. Sounds too good to be true. So, your mom has actually met a Nigerian prince. Ask her why she even considered it. She will lose her money and lose her friend. Her friend really isn't a friend and is just using her. If you want to lose a friend, loan them money. If you want to turn a friend in an enemy, owe them money. JFC no, this is how your mom loses her house. Screaming scam. Protect your mom. I know someone hit with this type of Ponzi scheme recently for 7 figures. Smart enough to make and lose 7 figures but still fall for the scheme. Don't ever think you're too smart to fall for one. Just always be aware and skeptical and hope you don't fall for some new scheme you hadn't heard of before. Joke answer aside, once your house is paid off, never borrow money against it. Mortgages are just a problem. Full stop. The private equity thing sounds shady, to say the least. Predicting a 25 return sounds so preposterous that it is almost certainly going to be a scam. No one, and I mean no one who is reputable, even hints that they'll get you 25 back. Please avoid this. Loan money to friends or family and you will lose your money and your friend or family. I wouldn't do it. My wife invested on her cousin and she can't get money from them. So-called friends will simply disappear or file bankruptcy if things get sour and you won't get a dime back. 1. Don't ever take equity out of your homestead. 1. Don't ever lend friends or family money. 1. Don't ever invest money you aren't willing to lose. Sounds almost exactly like an investment fraud committed in our area involving business loans. Steer clear of this one. The returns are also higher than I'd expect for this kind of investment. Even in this environment, that is enough to throw red flags. Run away. No, scam, return is too high. No. No. This is 100 a scam. If it sounds too good to be true, it is. I'd stay away. No one will pay that much to borrow money. When there's much cheaper capital available, why pay her 25 when they can borrow it from a bank at 7? It's a scam. If it sounds too good to be true, it is. This sounds like a scam. No one's paying 25 for investments that aren't super risky. That's the definition of risky. This sounds like a scam. I would not do this. This is a scam. Watch the movie The Polka King. Literally same scheme.